Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to the weekly podcast. We're finally here. I think I should be here for the next foreseeable future. I don't know. I should be here to make more podcasts, but yeah. Um, Last 2 weeks I went on. I took a little bit of a break, vacation. I did a little bit of drinking, a little bit of beach, all of that cool stuff. But yeah, I did actually worked out. It wasn't like, oh, screw it all, I am actually going on a vacation. No, I did I did do I ate well. Let's say it like that. I did my diet. It's not really a diet. It's how I usually eat. I did eat some stuff that, calories and all that stuff. But you know what? For the most part, I did everything kind of sort of by the book, plus some alcohol, some other sweet stuff. But you know what? I'm kind of happy. I'm not out of shape or anything. I mean, 2 weeks, you can't really go too much out of shape for 2 weeks. Although apparently 2 weeks is the magical number at which you start, if you haven't worked out, you start losing muscle tissue or like muscle mass or whatever. The bro science community up there, shout out to you, boyos. I don't know, man, but is it loud? Can the mic pick up? Because I have the window open. I don't want to get up to actually close it, but if it's too loud, I might close because you can hear some shit from behind it. Come on. Okay, I did close it a little bit, which means it's gonna get kinda hot. What kinda hot in here? But yeah, man. Look, so I'm pretty happy with my vacation this year, because usually I just go on a binge drinking and eating just gummy bears for the most part. I don't know what it is with me and my girlfriend, but when we go out to like a vacation sort of a thing, it's alcohol at night and then gummy bears all day. And I mean, not just bears, gummy stuff like the worms, the hearts, the what else do you have, man? The teeth. Oh man, did you have those when you were a kid? Do you remember when they were like just these gummy things that had like white gummy stuff that were shaped in teeth, and then you have like the upper red bit. Oh man, those were amazing. Those tasted so fucking good. Oh my god, I kind of want some right now. That or the fucking worms, man. Those are my two favorite ones. Were those both of them? Oh man, they were so good. They were so good. I don't want to think about them right now because I want to eat some more. But yeah, man. Look, I did good. I mean, mostly it was because my girlfriend has some modeling job, some modeling work that she's gonna be doing in the next few weeks. So she's kind of like, oh, I wanna look my best and sort of, and so she's been wanting to go to the gym, and she only goes to the gym with me. So it's like, oh well, I'm gonna go to the gym as well, and it kind of works out. Um, it's a thing, it works out for both of us because I'm happy I'm going to the gym, and I'm not just spending my time walking around or doing other stuff when we're on vacation. So you know what? It was great. I truly enjoyed it. I did rest up. I was kind of having a little bit too much of the this whole city life thing with stress of like looking for a job and all of that stuff. So it was actually a kind of like a breath of fresh air to go and actually have like a proper vacation, on the beach. We went to my hometown, then we went to her hometown, and we kind of spent like about a week both places. So I saw my parents, she saw her parents. It was kind of nice, a wholesome experience as a whole. But yeah, man, for the most part, that's it. That's it. I hope you are having good summer as well. A lot of places are kind of dropping down on the measures that they took because of the virus thing. So hopefully more stuff are getting open, and you have your job back, or you have places just to go out and hang out. I know kind of like America is still sort of on lockdown. I mean, over here we're pretty much no lockdown whatsoever. Like you, except like the masks thing, which is kind of ridiculous. So I have a little bit of an anecdote, I guess, for when we were in my hometown. So we go to the nearest gym that is closest to us, the nearest fucking gym, like I said. And so we go there to the reception. And she's like, "Do you guys have masks?" And we didn't brought our masks with us because we're just going to the gym, and usually gyms don't require a mask. We're like, "No, do we need a mask?" And so the ridiculous thing was, you need to have a mask to check in at the reception, but after that, you can go in the gym and you don't need a mask anymore. What? What? How is that a protective measure? Like, ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. Like, when we both heard, we were like, what is going on right now? This is it was ridiculous, man. Like, the fact that this is a thing. But yeah, so shops are still a thing, malls are still a thing where you have to wear masks. But for the most part, like bars, like nightclubs, and in restaurants and all that stuff, you don't need a mask. Which kind of, for a nightclub, is kind of a little bit beyond me. Like, how? What? You're literally rubbing shoulders with other people most of the times at nightclubs, and say, "Oh, no, you don't need a mask." You kidding me? I don't know. I guess it's like natural selection at that point. You either get it or you don't, and you either work through it or you don't. It's that kind of a thing. I don't know. I guess if you're paranoid about it, about getting it, I'm guessing it's like, oh, well, I'm not gonna go to nightclubs because there is a pretty good chance I will get it. So that's I don't know, man. Like, that's the whole thing. It's been weird. Certainly has been weird. Like, the past 3 months or so that we've been having this thing, and it's always like you're not sure what to do because no one's telling, because no one really knows. If you get sick, you go to the doctor. He doesn't really know. He says, "Oh, you have it," but that's as much as I can do. Go take some vitamins, like apparently B12 and zinc, like not medicine, but supplements are help with the severity. It makes it less severe somehow. I don't know if that is like big pharma trying to push supplements on you again, or if it's actual real research, because it's like dodgy sites say, it works, other sites say, oh, we don't really have the data, it might work, it might not. So it's probably like a study of 5 people that did it, well, there was something happened there, so it must be working. It's something like that. So yeah, websites like that, they need their news, because there isn't too much except the whole situation that we have right now. So it's like, well, let's push this, let's push in anything we can get. And so they do it and say, oh, this study of 5 people tells you that this thing might be working, but the title say, oh, those things work 100%. That's the title. Then you keep reading on, and if they're really scummy, they're gonna tell you, yeah, it actually works. And if they're not, and if they are semi scummy, just the title is gonna say that they work, and then it's gonna be, well, it might help you. It's not concrete, but it might help you. Oh man, but yeah, that's what it is. So I know, I guess a lot of you that are here gonna be wondering, oh, UFC, what do you think about what happened with the Gao and Hooker and well, no, not Hooker, but you know what I mean, like those fights. I haven't watched the UFC. Apparently they were good. Poirier did an amazing job with Hooker. I'm getting my name's really messed up, but look, I'm gonna watch them, and probably next week's podcast I'm gonna talk about them. There's been a lot of talks again about, oh, who is the GOAT, who is this and that, the highest paid MMA fighter. Apparently again it's McGregor. Like, go figure, who would have thought that actually McGregor is the guy that gets the biggest salary. Like, really you don't know that? But yeah, for the most part, nothing has really changed in the past 2 weeks. We do have UFC 251 coming up, if I'm correct. When is it? Let's check it out. UFC 251 on Fire Island is gonna be, like, I'm guessing. I mean, they're gonna have. Oh yeah, so Burns and Usman. Yeah, dude. When is it? When, of course, I knew there was like something big going on. Do we have a date? 12th of July. So yeah, in about a little bit less than 2 weeks, we're gonna have it, man. I mean, when 12th of July? Yeah, that's gonna be late. That's gonna be because it's in Dubai, right? Uh, what's the time zones in Dubai then? I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm probably not gonna be able um, to fucking like watch it live if it's too early in the morning. But yeah, we're gonna have Holloway versus Volkanovski again. That's an amazing fight that I would wanna see. I do like Volkanovski, but I kind of want Max to spring back up, man. You know, I kind of want Max to be up there and try to do it because I liked him as a fighter, man. He didn't really put up much of a fight after he lost to Poirier. You know, the Max we saw against Volkanovski was the same Max that we saw against Poirier, like the second, third round, and after that, you know, the guy that was just, I don't want to get hit in the face anymore. But yeah, man, we do have a lot of big fights. We have Peter Yan versus Jose Aldo, Jose or Jose. I'm never really sure how to pronounce it, but it's versus Aldo. Um, yeah, man, that's a good fight. Then we have Jessica Andrade versus Rose Namajunas. That is another, you know, fight that you kind of want to see. And then we see Paige Van Zandt. She was in the news for something recently. Oh yeah, Paige Van Zandt versus Amanda Ripsa. She was in the news because she said that when her contract finishes, she's not gonna sign any more contracts with the UFC because she said that, oh, I'm making more money off of my Instagram promoting stuff, so there is no point in me getting punched in the face for money, which I guess it's like a good a good like a good reason for it, really. And I don't know, I'm guessing she's just using that as an excuse for like leverage for more money if they do offer her another like contract and shit. So it's like, you know what, she can do that. But yeah, this is whatever, because it was like Paige Van Zandt. I was thinking about her recently because I saw something with, yeah, that was it. Anyway, but yeah, I haven't really talked much about that and predictions and all of that stuff. I'm gonna probably do next week as well, because it's, what am I even talking about? It's next week, the 12th is like, dude. I'm really, after this vacation thing, I've really kind of lost the idea of time. I can't even fucking speak. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a good UFC. A fight I want is gonna blow up probably. Like, that's a good card. But yeah, other than that, I don't really think we have many major UFC news. I haven't watched the last event, so you know, I'm gonna watch it. Don't worry. I'm gonna talk about it. But yeah, other than that, I don't know what, like, big stuff in the news. I guess I kind of wanna really talk about TFUE. So for those of you that don't know, TFUE is the one, like a Fortnite guy. Like he was on the top, wasn't he? At one point he was like the top next to Shroud and Ninja, right? He was in the top 3 streamers of all time. I don't know. He's probably doing pretty good as well, you know. But yeah. So what he did, he did a transformation. You know, he came from a really skinny guy, from a 6'2", 160 pounds, which is about 70 something kilograms, 78 around, give or take, about 80 kilograms, I guess, to convert it to something that I can more easily understand. But yeah, man, and he's 6'2", which is about 190 or some shit. I don't fucking know. 190, probably 190. 6 feet 2. Oh yeah, well, almost 190, 187. So yeah, he's a big dude. I thought he was actually taller than that, to be honest. But yeah, I mean almost 190. He's bigger than me. He's at least taller than me, and so he did like this crazy transformation, which first of all they said, oh well, it was done in 6 months. 6 months time or whatever. He came up and said it. Then his trainer came out and kind of showed his workout, and he said, oh, he actually did it for 3 months, and for 3 months he gained 15 pounds. He went from 165 to, or no, from 170 or something to 180, or 165 to 180. It was something about, that's then what I'm saying. So yeah, it was probably 165 to 180, because I know it's been 15 pounds. So that's about 8 kilograms, I guess. What, 15 pounds to kg, and that is 6 kilograms. Like, that's for 3 months. Like, that's not real. Come on now. You can't gain if you're natural, if you're not taking any other substances, if you're not taking any other PDs. Then you can't get that for 6 months. And to be honest, when you look at him, it's not like he has gained muscle, but it kind of clearly shows that he has lost fat. So he's lost some fat pounds, and at the same time he has built a lot of fucking muscle, because it's probably more than 15 pounds of muscle, because when he started working out, he wasn't ripped or anything, and now he has like a six-pack. He has big biceps. He has like these. I guess the biggest giveaway for me is the capped shoulders. Because you see YouTubers that don't have these capped shoulders, these super lean, capped up, massive shoulders, which he apparently got for 3 months, because he didn't have them in his previous pictures. And I was like, and the thing is, first of all, I heard 6 months. It was a little bit more believable, but not really, dude. In 6 months, 6 kilograms. I mean, about a year, sure, but you're gonna gain some fat doing that as well. You can't do it like cleanly. I mean, you look at Jeff Nippard, for example. Like, yeah, he's a bigger dude, although he's shorter, and he's about the same pounds, I guess. But yeah, when it comes to muscle, he has more muscle than TFUE. At the same time, he doesn't have those shoulders. He doesn't have those super cupped, big rounded shoulders, man. Like, these are super fucking hard to get. Like, I guess it's genetics, you different genetics, different reaction to workouts and all that stuff. But it's so hard to get those, dude. It's kind of like, I mean, when you look at his whole body, he cannot be clean. No matter if he had the perfect workout, the perfect eating schedule, perfect diet, perfect amount of sleep, he had to combine that with like streaming 8 hours a day and whatnot. So for 24 hours he had to sleep for like 8 hours. He had to play video games for 8 hours, 16 hours. He has 8 more hours to get his eating in and get his and get his like other stuff in, workouts, at least a 2-hour workout, or at least an hour and a half maybe of a workout, and of his eating in that window of 8 hours, kind of a thing. And it's like, you can't even if you did somehow manage to do that, like, you can't have that big of a progress so fast. 3 months, dude. It's 3 months, 15 pounds. How much can I like repeat that? And the thing is, if he came out and say, oh yeah, I took stuff, and this is how I became like this, you know. It'd be like, okay, that's fine, that's okay, you know. I won't have a problem with it, posting before and after picture and say, oh, I run test, or oh, I run some kind of steroid with this, you know. And there are some people that are coming out and say, oh well, he probably took a little bit of ostarine, you know, that's it, you know. It's about what you get. No, if you, first of all, for 3 months, for that's gonna be one cycle that you can do, because usually a cycle of ostarine, and even if you fucking uh, combine that with ligandrol, you know, and you take like 20-25 grams of both of them each, and you stack those, and you're, you know, like lifting weights and you're eating properly and all of this shit, you're not getting these results. You're not getting these results in one cycle. No fucking way you're gonna get results like that in one cycle. And then plus, I mean, look, you run it for 12, not 12 weeks. I mean, until like 8 to 12 weeks, sort of what you should do. And then you run PCTs and all of that stuff. Like, there is no way that you're gonna have two cycles in 3 months. And even with 2 cycles, like, you have to have pretty good genetics to get results like these. But he clearly has good genetics. Not like, oh, he has shit genetics. No, he has good genetics. Like, that is the thing. He's tall. He has, you know, not big but wide shoulders. So they're good genetics, you know. But it's just not happening being natural. And I don't see it even with SARMs, to be honest. I mean, even if you stack YK11 and what was the other one, like this testosterone or some fucking shit, that was the other one, that like the most powerful SARMs that you can get, sort of a thing, which are basically steroids. But again, steroids, like, SARMs are mild steroids, you know. They're mild oral steroids, and they're shit, to be honest. Don't take SARMs. They're just a gamble for the most part. They're even a gamble if you're gonna get what they tell you that you're going to get, because like, you know, if you wanna do steroids, just do steroids and get them from reputable sources, because there are reputable sources for steroids, but at least there are more reputable sources for normal steroids than there are for SARMs these days, at least until now. But yeah, man, even if he stacked like the top SARMs for one cycle, it'd be hard for him to gain that much, especially when, if you, with SARMs, they don't work like testosterone, they don't work like, you know, like Debo, which I do think what he took was, I'm gonna go on a limb. If I had a fucking pistol to my head and they were like, tell me what he was on, you know, my best guess would be Debo. You know, something stronger than a SARM would be. You know, it's still an oral, milder steroid, but it does the job. Like, Debo is kind of hardcore, you know, from what I've seen, especially, you know, some results. But, you know, those could be fake as well. But yeah, as far as SARMs, I have read a lot about them, because I was thinking, oh, is this the next step for me? Is this what I wanna do? You know, I'm not gonna be natural anymore, but is this what I wanna do? So I have read so much stuff, some anecdotal, of course I'm gonna be anecdotal, but I have read up so much stuff in this. This is impossible with SARMs to gain 15 pounds of clean fucking muscles, man. Because when you see him, the before and after picture, as I said, he looks like he has even lost some body fat in those pictures. And usually with SARMs, if you're in a deficit, you can still build muscle. It's not like, oh, you can't build muscle if you're in a deficit, but it's a lot harder. Like, you kind of want to be eating more calories in if you want to be getting bigger, if you want to bulk up, you know, and build some more muscle, because it's pretty much impossible to line up the amount of calories that you need to take so they are perfect with you building muscle and not just building muscle, not getting fat. It's super hard unless you're taking some kind of performance enhanced drug. um yeah, man, I don't think it's I really don't think it is. um oh, I'm losing my train of thought here, but yeah, I don't think he's clean. There's 0% chance he's clean. I don't think he has some monstrous fucking genetics that are gonna let him do that. So yeah, as far as I'm willing to bet my life on, he is not clean. There is no way he's clean. And a lot of people came up saying, "Oh, why would he be taking like performance enhanced drugs and stuff? Like he's not an athlete. He's not performing." 90% of people, if not even more, probably 99% of the people that take like substances like this are not performing. They're doing it just to look good, okay? And so in the beginning, I was like, well, I don't know, why would he be lying? Except, pride and, oh, look what I did. I did it all natural and all of that stuff. And I guess that's like enough of a reason for him to come up and like, oh, I'm natural, I'm not even that big, I think he said in one of his videos. um but and look, he's not like some huge dude. He didn't become like the next Mr. Olympia or anything of the sort, but still it gives false expectations to people that are gonna start and they're gonna do a workout. They're gonna do it for 3 months. They're not gonna see the same results. There is no way you're gonna see the same results, even if you're counting all your macros, all your calories, everything. You're not gonna see the same results. And so you're gonna be super discouraged because, oh, well, TFUE did it in 3 months and I didn't do anything wrong. Like, what am I doing wrong here? I'm counting everything, I'm working out properly, I'm doing everything, and it's like, nah, I don't have the body like his, because it's impossible. 3 months, dude. In 3 months you can't even get fat. In 3 months you can't get properly fat. Like, yeah, you can put on some fucking fat, but you can't really, in 3 months, you can't get obese if you're like a normal person. If you're not obese right now, if you start eating in 3 months, you're not gonna be obese. And fat is way easier to put on than muscle is, because fat, you eat stuff, you have a lot of fucking energy you're not using, your body transforms all of that energy into fat. Muscle, you need protein, you need to rebuild tissues. It's such a long process to put on muscle mass, and in 3 months, you'd be fucking lucky if you're not a new beginner. You'd be really lucky to see like 3 months, like about half a pound, if not even less than that. It's and look, I was in the beginning, I was on fair. Oh, I don't know, why is he lying, man? Well, there's no point in him lying. Like, you can just go out and say, yeah, well, look, guys, I did took some Debo or whatever the fuck he took. Not 100% sure it's Debo, but it's something, not too much, not injecting something, but it was probably some kind of an oral pill that wasn't a SARM. But he took something like that, and I was like, well, just come up and sit on it, dude. Like, what do you have to win from this? What is the gain? You're not gonna become prominent in the fitness industry or in like the fitness audience, because that's not your audience. You're a Fortnite streamer, that is it. Like, you're not pushing to be in that fitness audience to break in there. You're not doing workout videos, you're not doing, yo, this is how you should do this thing, giving tips and whatnot. No, but then his coach came up and say, oh, I'm so happy with the 3 months progress that he did, and yada yada yada, a lot of stuff he talked. Then he went through his workout plan, and so his workout his workout is not like the most optimal thing, but the thing is, he's a beginner, right? Just any workout would do, to be honest, for a beginner. So I don't know, I can't really shake him up too much. It's not like the worst thing you can see. You can go, and if you give this guy your email or whatever, you can download the full workout, and you can like do the thing, do the same thing and work out. And you're gonna see that in 3 months you're not gonna see the same results. But whoop, this is turning off. But yeah, man, look, for the most part, it was that his gym dude, gym guy, trainer, I guess is like the name. But yeah, it was his trainer. It was all of this shit was a big scheme, if you wanna say it, to promote his trainer. You know, his trainer made him do this. He's the best personal trainer. Look at that. He took some dude who has never worked out before or has tried to work out but has never taken it seriously, and then for 3 months he transformed him into this super ripped, you know, beast sort of a thing. And it's impossible. And this is why, you know, if you're not taking anything, it's, as I say with like the SARM thing, it's so hard to calculate the exact amount of calories that you need to eat to build muscle at the same time to not get fat. And in TFUE's case, his trainer says that TFUE wanted to gain some weight, so he put him on a diet that was to gain weight, that was specifically for him to gain weight, which means he was being he was eating more calories than he was burning up. So in that case there is like no way for him to lose fat, you know, build muscle, sure, but lose fat at the same time and put on 15 pounds. Like, no, impossible, dude. Like, his before and after pictures are so, like, maybe a guy that will take you like 2 years if you're a beginner to reach like something of this sort. It's like, it's not possible, man. That's all I'm trying to say. And the fact that, you know, this whole thing happened, like he came out and said, "Oh, I'm natural, man. I'm 100% natural." And then you see like his trainer promote stuff like, "Oh, if you're a beginner, I would recommend getting like a gainer, not a weight gainer, but a weight gainer, whatever the fuck, a gainer, man. Those don't stay away from those. If you're a beginner, stay away from gainers." I don't know why would he say that, you know, he said, "Oh, you should put on some weight so you can drink like a gainer." No. If you're a beginner, get your fucking diet straight first. Start eating more protein. Forget about the gainers, because a gainer is about 800 to 1,000 calories that you drink. You're gonna be hungry after it. Like, sure, when you drink it, you're gonna feel like heavy. Oh man, I just took a lot of calories, but they're more calories. Like, your body absorbs drinkable calories a lot easier than it will absorb actual food. So it's like you're gonna feel fed after you drink like weight gainer, but after that you're gonna fairly quickly after your body absorbs it, you're gonna feel hungry again. You're gonna be like, "I want to eat," and you've just eaten like 800 calories. You drank, you didn't need them even. You drank 800 calories, and then you're gonna go eat again, and there's like about 30 to 50, maybe sometimes 60 like grams of protein in that thing, which for 800 to 1,000 calories, it's not the worst thing. What's the worst is like everything else is sugar. Everything else is not just carbs. Everything else is sugar. Most weight gainers are like this. Everything else is bunk sugar because it's cheap and they fill it up, and this is why they taste so good most of the times. So if you get a weight gainer, you're probably, after you finished it, you're probably gonna have a few pounds of fat just from the weight gainer. And it's like, it's kind of ridiculous, you know. At the same time, I'm not here to say, "Oh, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about." You know, like, he clearly has more experience in training people, and you know, he actually trains people. You know, I'm not a trainer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not anything, but it's just, I don't know, man, it's just some common sense sometimes. Like, weight gainers they are the biggest, probably weight gainers and BCAA supplements are the biggest scams that you can invest in, especially when you start off your gym journey. don't do it. Okay, just don't do it. I know some people say, oh, they're gonna let you put on some pounds. You're gonna, yeah, you're gonna put on some pounds, but they're gonna help you put on fat. That's it. Like the protein to sugar ratio over there, it's just not worth it. It just ain't. And the same with BCAAs. You buy a normal protein powder and then you see guys buying BCAAs as well. Why? Why? You're basically stacking BCAAs on top of each other at this point. And I'm getting off hand. I'm getting off topic here with the BCAAs. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, this is just like a promotion scam. Not really a scam, but it's like a promotion gimmick. The TFUE and his coach are doing. That's just it, because even if you get the plan, if you do actually give your email and you do the plan and everything, and it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna have these results. He took something. It's very clear that he took something, and he doesn't really want to come up and say, yeah, I took shit. Okay, I took something. I wanted to look good. There is nothing wrong with that. I'm not bitching on him for saying that he wanted to look good, and he took stuff. He came up saying, yeah, I took stuff, and I just wanted to start looking better and whatever. I want to look good, whatever. Like I would be like, sure, I want to have a problem with that. You do you. Whatever you want to put in your body, go do it. But when it's something like that, when you come up, you've clearly taken shit, and then you're like, well, I haven't taken anything. Go watch my coach. He sells programs. He did all of this for me. It's like, that's not. It's immoral. It's weird. It's not how an influencer should go by. But there was like this whole debacle with him and FaceQuan, which he kind of was. Apparently, he was the piece of shit in that situation as well. Now, I'm not really a big fan of him nor FaceQuan, so I couldn't really tell you if that really is the case. As far as I've heard, as far as I've followed the whole situation, he was in the wrong there, because he signed the contract. They made him they made him famous, and then he was like, I don't want to be in this contract anymore. I already made it. I can make more money, sort of thing. So it's like, yeah, his values are with his pockets for the most part. And so this is like another one of those promotion scheme things. But yeah, man. Anything else? Man, my voice. Let me get some water because my voice is a little bit cracking now. Oh man, haven't done this in like 2 weeks, and my voice is. And now I'm doing it for like 40 minutes and my voice is going. But yeah, before I go, I guess the Dr. Disrespect got banned from Twitch. Again, I don't really watch him. I don't really care about him, but he's a big dude. He brings money to Twitch. So to come up and ban him like that, that's a weird move. That's a weird move because Twitch haven't came up and say, oh, this is why we ban him. And apparently the doctor himself, he doesn't know that why he's being banned from Twitch. But then other like ex-Twitch staff members came up and say, oh, Doc is banned for good for what he did, and yada yada yada. And there are like all of these people coming out and pretending that they know why he was banned in the first place. And why not come up and say it? Why are you foreshadowing like that? Like, you're not adding anything by saying, oh, he did some really crazy shit, that's why he's banned, but I'm not gonna tell you why he was banned. You're not adding anything to the conversation, just pretending to know stuff I kind of care right now because so many people came up and it's such a big deal, and it's been almost a week, I think, not a week, but a few days, a good few days since it happened, and nobody knows why he was banned. No explanation, no anything. My guess would be he did something really weird. He was at one point, he cheated on his wife or something, So I don't know, maybe this time he beat his wife and his wife is suing him. Maybe, I don't know. It seems like he doesn't have the best relationship with his wife. That's all I'm saying, but it might be something else. But yeah, if they are banning him like that permanently, it means that he probably has done something. And as far as people know, he hasn't really done anything too controversial on stream. So it's something outside in the real world that he did something and Twitch knows about it. So that's why they removed him before it gets out to the public and it goes viral and whatever, probably. But yeah, I don't know. Those are my 2 cents. Doctor Disrespect, there was like this thing that him, Ninja, and Shroud are making their own streaming platform or something, but then Shroud and Ninja went to Mixer, and then the streaming platform which they allegedly created tweeted out that they are not associated with them or something. I don't know. It's weird stuff are happening. Weird shady stuff once again are happening behind the scenes. In the Twitch world, because TFUE is a Twitch streamer, Doctor Disrespect Twitch stream. So yeah, shady stuff happening in there. Like always, to be honest, I don't remember a week to have gone this year essentially. Maybe even longer than this year that there hasn't been something around a Twitch streamer. There's always something. It's either Twitch staff or a big Twitch streamer abusing his privileges as a big Twitch streamer, something of so. But yeah, I think that's gonna be for the podcast because my voice is starting to go. I don't know why. It's probably gonna be fine a minute after I stop recording. But yeah, man, these are my 2 cents on the matter. I know there wasn't much UFC talk. Usually on this podcast talk about UFC, but I do kind of health lifestyle stuff. So yeah, the whole the whole TFUE thing, kind of wanted to talk about it, and here it is. It's a marketing scheme, okay? Don't buy this guy. I mean, I don't know. To be honest, he might be a good trainer. To be honest, although even I, who am untrained and stuff, I kind of did saw some stuff that he maybe shouldn't be promoting and he maybe shouldn't. But what the fuck do I know, right? I'm just some guy on the internet. That's it. I'm just some guy on the internet. That's all. But yeah, man, look, as always, thanks so much for watching or listening or whatever you did. Thank you for doing it. Like, dislike, go follow me on Twitter. I am most active over there, even though I'm not super active. Go talk to me over there or just leave me a comment. Either thing works. Hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna see you all next week.